When you owe for payroll taxes, it throws in one of the most complicated procedures that business owners have a very difficult time to understand. And the reason is because the IRS would assess the business, your LLC, your C Corp, your S Corp, the entire payroll tax, which is on Form 941 taxes. There's a portion of that you must consider. It's called the trust fund. And that is whatever belongs to the employees. And that accounts for their Social Security, Medicare, and income taxes withholding. And the reason why it's called trust fund is because you're supposed to take it from the employee's paycheck and forward it on their behalf to the IRS as deposits. And at 941, the balance is due. And when that doesn't happen, if you just file the 941s, but you withheld it from their checks, that means the IRS says, you know what? You weren't responsible enough to forward their money to us, and now we're going to hold you specifically responsible. So literally, I want you to picture this. Your corporation, your C Corp, your S Corp, your LLC is going to be broken apart by the IRS. The protections of the corporate veil are going to be pierced, and you as the business owner or the business owners are going to be held liable personally. That's right, personal as a civil penalty for the trust fund portion. So in other words, you got to understand, your business still owes the entire balance for the 941 balance, the payroll taxes. The business owes that. In addition to that, the trust fund portion, you as a business owner are going to be held liable, and it's a 100% penalty known as a trust fund recovery penalty. And the way this comes into play is the fact that the IRS is going to assign a local collector known as a revenue officer. And their job is to be a pain in the ass and also to collect on the entire balance. If your business is able to pay, they want to make sure you do pay that. So part of the process, they do evaluate your business and the current finances. For business entities, they want to get a 433B, bank statements, profit and loss balance sheets. And what they want to do for your business is interview every single responsible business owner, responsible person, and it is known as a 4180 interview. The 4180, if you look it up, it's a 2-page document, it's a 2-page form, and basically the IRS interrogates every single business owner regarding the 4180. And the entire goal of the 4180 is to see who is a responsible person, who is a business owner that makes decision for the business, who is the person responsible that did not pay the payroll taxes and paid any other bill, so they could put that trust fund recovery penalty on those owners. And if the IRS found you to be the responsible person / business owner and also willful for the non-payment of the payroll tax, they're going to find you guilty. And then the IRS will put the trust fund recovery penalty on you personally. If you disagree with it for whatever reason, you do have an opportunity to submit a protest, and you have 60 days upon receipt of that letter, upon the date of that letter, to submit your protest. And if when you do submit the protest, then it gets considered by the Office of Appeals, where you have a chance to present additional evidence in case that revenue officer might have not reviewed the entire facts of your case. But how can you resolve payroll taxes and also the civil penalty that they put against you? All the options are actually available to you. If you are then unable to pay, financial hardship plans do exist, including the settlement of the offer and compromise program. Now keep in mind that sometimes these payroll taxes are so high, and there are times the businesses are just struggling so hard you're just not able to meet your obligations. So nevertheless, you could still evaluate whether the business and yourself could file both an offer and compromise. Now keep in mind, if the business owes taxes for payroll and so do you, you might have to file related offers and compromises, one for the business and one for your personal trust fund recovery penalty. These cases are very complicated to deal with because you might think, wow, I'm getting all these notices, I might have handled things on this end but not on this end, which is why it's running 2 different cases, one for the business and then one for the personal civil penalty. My name is Sergio Melendez. I'm an enrolled agent, jurist doctorate. I have personally resolved hundreds of millions of dollars on behalf of my clients as a power of attorney with the IRS. And if you're experiencing some tax problems, tax debt, years of unfiled taxes, going through an audit, reach out. We do provide a free case review. I want you to comment tax relief and we'll coordinate that free case review. Thanks for watching.